When you arrive at Kinnick Stadium, you know what's in store. Hard-nosed, toughness, defense, and you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a team from the American, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Cardinals will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Iowa's offense will get the first crack at it here. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Motion from the wideout. The play-action fake. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires deep on the run. Snatches it on the run. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And the Hawkeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it at the 20. Turning it on. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Iowa!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Cardinals offense will go to work for the first time today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll run for it on third and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Quarterback making adjustments. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Jackson will throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cochran. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We've City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying play action. Keeps looking downfield.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Hawkeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. To the ground with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. QB draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Jackson gonna throw it. There's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Durham. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's caught. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Cardinals will try to pick it up on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. The official says no good. Guys, that field goal could loom large, missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
1st down for this offense. Jackson will throw. Rushes on him. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man on the right. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at 23. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Power football with the run. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Iowa City has given us a fun first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Hawkeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
He'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Second down coming up. Might be calling a hot route. Going to sling it on second down. Oh, they're after him. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Out of the gun, the inside give. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
That's reeled in. It's Durham. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Makes the grab. It's Durham. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Losing, we got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Release to the back. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The give on the option. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Grab behind the line. It's Valentine. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got the quick pass. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defensive coordinator was really pleased with his unit after registering 3 sacks last week. He wanted to add a few more wrinkles in their blitz packages to see if they could build on that in this game. So far, they hadn't gotten to the QB until that last play just now. Now let's find out if they can crank up the heat.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. With the catch, it's Durham. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads it downfield. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Cardinals come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Cardinals are on the move. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa has the ball back on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Sends it back in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass pro.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. The sure hands. It's Durham. On the move at the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Louisville! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the grab. And that spin move kept the play alive and let this guy pick up a few extra yards. The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. Bring in the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. And the Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quick strike complete. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Spins away from the defender.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around plays, extra 1st downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He's looking downfield to throw. He made the catch past the marker, also past the sidelines. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Jackson gonna throw it. They're setting up the screen. Inside the 30. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. They get to him as he throws. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding. Offense.
They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. These guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The quarterback takes a knee. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.